All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here preaching this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. You know, this your bro Montezah coming back with another video. You know, and I think I'm going to title this video something along the lines of things are about to get ugly. You know, and the reason that I say that is because you can see the title of this article right here, and it says Trump administration to go after pensions, wages, and tax returns to claw back student loan debt. You know, and you have millions of Americans that are in student loan debt. You know, they take out these loans for school, to pay for their school, and then they can't even find jobs for what they went to school for to pay these student loan debts off. You know, they take out these big ass loans to go to school, to get put through school, and you know, they get their degrees, they graduate or whatever, and then they don't even find jobs for what they went to school for. You know, they end up working at like Walmart. You know, they end up working in all of these different places that don't pay as much as what they went to school for. And because of that, it end up taking years and years to pay this debt off, you know, and that's even if they actually pay it off. So because people are basically not paying these loans back, Trump is about to go after the money that they owe, you know, even if it requires taking money from their pensions, you know, their wages, which is, you know, their paychecks, and then their tax returns, you know, their income taxes. So he's finna take all these different means to take away money from these people that they owe, you know. So this is about to cause all kind of hell. You know what I'm saying? People wait whole years to basically get back on their feet through these tax returns. Now, if they don't get these tax returns, then they're going to go a whole nother year struggling, you know. Because really, me personally, I think it ain't, hey, if we get another tax return season, if we get another income tax coming up, I think it's going to be the last one, you know, because they getting ready to crash the system, man. You know, they getting ready to do everything in their means to bring in this new digital system, you know, and this is what they want. This is all set up. He's trying to make it seem like he's trying to go after these, the money that these people owe, when really it's just to cause chaos. You know, it's to cause turmoil, so that these people be begging for a new system, which they're going to give you, like I said, which is this digital system that they're going to put everybody in, you know. But this is them going after people so that they can justify bringing in this new system after all these things that he's doing is going to cause all types of chaos, you know. So let's just play this video real quick, and then we'll read up on this article a little bit. Let's drag it back right here, and let's just see what she got to say real quick.
Trump administration has announced we will put an end to Joe Biden's illegal student loan bailout attempts. No student loan has been referred to collection since March of 2020. That comes to an end. On May 5th, the Department of Education will resume involuntary collections for borrowers with defaulted federal student loans. The student loan portfolio controlled by the federal government is nearly $1.6 trillion, but fewer than 4 out of 10 borrowers are in repayment. This is unsustainable, unfair, and a huge liability for American taxpayers. Debt cannot be wiped away. It just ends up getting transferred to others. So why should Americans who didn't go to college or went to college in responsible...
You see, so they're about to go after you people's 401ks, you know, your paychecks, your income tax. They about to go after every damn thing. They about to take everything that you people owe. They're about to get ready to take it out of your money. You know, it may even get to the point where they start taking money out of your bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? It might get to that point where they start taking it out of your bank accounts. But let's let's read through this article a little bit. But it says the Trump administration announced Tuesday that it would seize wages and go after pensions of those who refuse to repay federal student loans that they defaulted on. And it says the government can and will collect default in federal student loan debt by withholding money from borrowers, tax refunds, federal pensions, and even their wages, your paychecks. The White House said. And it said the Education Department had announced a day earlier it would be pursuing wages and tax refunds, but did not specifically state federal pensions would also be included. So, hey, they finna raise all holy hell on you people, man. All holy hell coming for you people. And this is what the Trump administration, this is what they're doing. What's up with this website? God damn. Fucking ads everywhere. All right. It says the White House will restart federal government's involuntary collection program that was paused under former President Joe Biden and on May 5th. So they're gonna start this back on May 5th. And it says the number of individuals defaulting on their student loans could reach 10 million in a few months, the Education Department said in a statement on Monday, accounting for 25% of federal loan portfolios. And it says all borrowers who have defaulted on their loan will receive a notice in 2 weeks informing them of the upcoming collection process. Damn. Wee. So if you owe student loans, man, they finna be on your ass, man. So when you start seeing money come out of your paychecks, you work for a whole week, you end up with $30, then that's why. They tell you you owe student loans. You in student loan debt, so they finna start garnishing paychecks and everything. Which is what this says. It says, what does it mean to seize wages? And it says seizing wages, also known as wage garnishment, is a legal process where a portion of an individual's earnings is withheld from their paycheck, you see, and sent to a creditor to satisfy a debt. This process can be initiated by a court order or in some cases by certain government agencies like the IRS. You see, so this is what they're about to get ready to do. They're about to go in you people's pockets. This is why I said things are about to get ready to get ugly. It says American taxpayers will no longer be forced to serve a collateral for irresponsible student loan policies. It says the Biden administration misled borrowers. The executive branch does not have the constitutional authority to wipe away debt or to wipe debt away, nor do the loan balances simply disappear. So they want y'all to pay that shit back. It says cancel student loan debt. They want you people to pay that shit back, man. They finna get ready to go in your bank accounts and your paychecks to get that money that you owe back. So it's just things about to get ready to get ugly. It says student debt relief advocates stand outside of Supreme Court of the United States as they wait for the Supreme Court to release their opinion on whether or not to strike down President Biden's student loan debt relief program. You see? It says hundreds of billions have already been transferred to taxpayers. Going forward, the Department of Education, in conjunction with the Department of Treasury, will shepherd the student loan program responsibility and according to the law, which means helping borrowers return to repayment. both for the sake of their own financial health and our nation's economic outlook. So they're painting this as if they're doing it for the better of the economy of the country. When really this is to put holy hell on you people so that you be begging for a new way, be begging for a new system. And that's when they're going to introduce that digital system to you people. But right now they want you to suffer so that you be begging to them for a new system, for a new way, and that's going to be that new world order. You know what I'm saying? That new digital system, digital money, which is all going to lead to the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. So they're going to have, by the time this is all over with, you people going to be begging for the new world order system. And this is just one aspect of many that's getting ready to come down the pike, because then you have this, they're going to be taking money out of your paychecks. You know what I'm saying? Then they're going to be, basically, a lot of you people are not even going to be getting tax refunds, because that's going to be going to the balance, to pay off your student loan debt. So a lot of people are not going to be getting tax refunds. And on top of that, you're going to be getting money taken out of your paychecks. And then on top of that, these tariffs and things like that is going to be bringing the prices of everything up, And then along with that, he's talking about no more government assistance, no more Section 8, public housing, no more food stamps, and so on and so forth. So you people are about to get ready to fucking suffer, man. These devils is finna get ready to put all hell on you American citizens, man. Y'all can't even see it coming, So like I said, when you start seeing money coming out of your paychecks, man, then you got you got student debt. And it's so funny because a lot of people, they fake going to school. They act like they're going to school just so they can get that loan, just so they can get those student loans. They act like they're going to school, just so they can get that loan money, which that's gonna backfire on all you people. All you people that took PPP loans, they're gonna come after that shit too, eventually. So they finna get ready to roll on you people, man. And all these people that's protesting and doing all that over these student loans, those are people that are in great debt and they don't want to pay it back. But it says a loan is considered in default if the borrower misses payment for 270 days or about 9 months. Under the Treasury Offset Program, the government has the right to withhold 100% of defaulted borrowers' tax returns and 15% of federal salary and 15% of Social Security. So they can take 100%. They can take your whole tax refund. They can take your whole income tax. You see that? So a lot of you people coming up, if we make it to the point where they do tax season again, a lot of you people are not even going to get tax returns, man. And that's millions of you people. Y'all not even going to get tax returns. That's going to really hurt you. Because that money at the end of the year basically keep you people afloat. And if you ain't getting that, man, that's a lot of suffering that you're going to have to go through, along with all these other things that these Edomites are doing. So a lot of things about to get ugly, man. To say the least. You know what I'm saying? So it says federal loan borrowers currently owe over $1.6 trillion in student debt. The Trump administration has long said taxpayers should not be responsible for paying off other people's loans. In response to the Biden administration's proposal to forgive $400 billion in student loans, so that's what these people are advocating for. They want that $400 billion in student loan forgiveness program, but Trump said that he's not going to have taxpayers paying your student loan debt off. He's saying that you're going to have to pay that money back yourself because because you took a loan out. So things about to get ugly, man. It's finna get crazy, but this is what we've been waiting for, man. I can't wait for these things to start taking place. I can't wait for these things to start taking place. So they say if you take a loan, then you got to pay it back. End of story. You know, so shit's finna get ready to hit the fan, man. These people finna be out in the streets more than ever, coming soon. You know what I'm saying? These people finna really be out here in the streets. But let's go to this real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we know why he's doing all this. He wants to cause all types of uproars and chaos. He wants to put as much hell on the people as possible, so that you stupid ass people would be willing to join in this new system that he's going to present to you. You know, as like some type of savior. He's going to implement a new system to where he's going to introduce the idea of getting rid of paper money, you know, wiping away debt and all of that, if you get involved in this new digital system that he's going to present to you very soon. But first, he's going to make you suffer. He's going to make everything complete hell. He's going to make everything real tedious and hard for you, so that once he introduced this new system, it won't be a second thought of whether you're going to get involved in it, because he's going to make it sound good. He's going to say he's going to wipe away all your student debt. He's gonna give you universal basic income, you know, so on and so forth. So we the children of the light, we are not ignorant of his devices, because we see the things that he's doing, and it all has a sinister agenda behind it. You see? So let's go to this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 9:12, and it says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. And all you people that got those student loans, you know, you people that took those PPP loans, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all went to school, you know, you tried to follow the American dream, you know, try to take out all these student loans and go to school and get a job that pays real good, so that you can pay your loan back, and then you can live out the rest of your life with your degrees and accomplishments. All of that was bullshit, you know. But now you were caught in this evil net. You know what I'm saying? You were caught in this snare for this evil time that's coming up, where a lot of you people are going to be suffering. You see? So it says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net. You know? So you people, y'all are like fish that's getting caught in a net, you know, in an evil net. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like birds that's getting caught in an evil trap, an evil snare, you know. And so a lot of you people that got these student loans, y'all, hey, it's finna be all hell, man, because I think it's millions upon millions of Americans that are in student loan debt, you know. And now they're about to go after your paychecks and your income taxes and your pensions, your 401ks, all that shit. You know, these devils ain't playing, man. They want you people to suffer, man. They want you to beg for help. This is Proverbs 4:16. It says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. So this devil, these Edomites, they're not comfortable unless they cause some type of suffering. You know, unless they're doing some type of evil, then they are not satisfied, man. They can't be comfortable. They can't get satisfied, you know, unless they're doing some type of evil, you know. And you better believe, man, they're drooling out of their mouth, you know, rubbing their hands together at the thought of taking you people's income taxes away, you know, and raising the prices of goods and all of that. They're drooling out of the mouth, just waiting to see you people suffer and to see this country in turmoil and chaos. You know what I'm saying? This is all set up, but they're making it as if they're doing it for the betterment of the country, you know? So they can't sleep unless they do some type of evil. You know what I'm saying? But it says, this is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You see? So never trust your enemy, because just like iron rust, so is his wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Iron always rusts. Even when you clean it off and polish it, what's going to happen? It's going to get rusty again. So that's just like this devil, man. Even though he might look good, you know, he might sound like he's all about peace and he's all for you, that rust is going to, that evil is going to come back on him. That wickedness is always going to present itself. You know? It's as though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So you people, y'all are like charmers, you know what I'm saying, that's about to get bitten by this serpent. You know, you play with this devil, you get involved in the things that he's doing and the things that he set up, to the point where he puts your ass in a trap. You know, he bites you just like that serpent. So this is what's about to get ready to happen to you people, man. Y'all fell into the trap, and now we're about to get ready to see what's about to happen, you know, to you people that fell into that trap, man. You know, that believed in that American dream. So things about to get real ugly, you know, to say the least. And hey, it's finna be all out hell breaking loose, you know, out here. You know, when they really start to get ready to do these things that they're talking about, you know, which I said, which the article said May 5th. So hey, a lot of chaos is about to get ready to come, man. So with that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, that great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom.